Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm the Maize Man. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe button and share this video with your friends on social media. Today we are talking Michigan recruiting plus Michigan after some high profile coaches won in the Big Ten. We'll tell you all about it, all that, and of course, I'm upset. I'm upset. Hello to all you Maize men and women out there. I want to tell you about a great opportunity. I recently partnered with Mint Mobile and set up my own Mint Mobile account, and it made me think, why do I pay so much for cell phone service? What are you paying for really? Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk and text, mobile hotspots? Well, Mint Mobile offers all of these things for as low as $15 a month. I did not stutter. $15 a month. They have reimagined the wireless shopping experience, made it easy and online. No stores, no salespeople, just huge direct-to-use savings. Mint Mobile runs on the nation's largest 5G network. Go to my link, trymintmobile.com/MaizeMadman, also linked in the description in this video, to get premium wireless for $15 a month. I made the switch myself. I know you can. I've been running this thing through all the paces, all the things that I would usually do on my much higher phone service, and Mint Mobile stands up to any of them. Again, use the code in my description, trymintmobile.com/MaizeMadman, and stay angry, my friend. Let's start with the decommitment of 2024 linebacker, four-star linebacker, Jaden Smith from the Wolverines 2024 class. He announced his decommitment yesterday after some deliberation with his family, and deciding that after Steve Clinkscale left for the Chargers, that it was the best move for him to go ahead and ask for the release from his national letter of intent. Smith, of course, skyrocketed up the rankings of a lot of these online services over the last couple of months. He is from North Carolina, obviously. Big loss for Michigan here, a four-star recruit leaving the 2024 class, and it could possibly signify some other losses. We'll get to that in a second. But for Smith, this one really came down to the fact that there's nobody left that recruited him at Michigan, right? Jim Harbaugh's gone, Jesse Minter is gone, Chris Partridge is gone, Steve Clinkscale is gone. The entire defensive staff is gone, and those are the guys that he built relationships with. So it's no surprise, and hopefully, though, this is the only one. But keep in mind that this is the same case for guys like Mason Curtis, who was Michigan's first commitment in the 2024 class, Ida Pai, who they got down the stretch, Devin Baxter, another guy who's skyrocketed up rankings in recent months. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully Sharon Moore can get some stability on the defensive side of the ball quickly to try to hold off or stave off some attrition in that 2024 class on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said in the last video, offensively, I think the continuity is there in terms of the coaching staff and the players. But on the defensive side, there's no staff right now other than Wink Martindale. There's been some rumblings about some other coaches, and we'll get into that here in a second. But Jaden Smith is no longer a member of Michigan's 2024 class. I'll keep you posted as more information becomes available. Keeping with some recruiting news, this time a bit more positive. On 300 offensive lineman, 4-star offensive lineman, in-state recruit Avery Gat was at Detroit Country Days 7-on-7 event this past weekend, and he spoke glowingly about Sharon Moore and new offensive line coach Grant Newsome. He said that he and Sharon Moore are in communication twice, at least a couple times a week. He also said that Sharon Moore has informed him that he is the number one offensive lineman recruit in the 2025 class for the Wolverines. And he spoke highly of Grant Newsome, saying that his intelligence really shone through in mentality. So on the offensive side, again, I keep saying the continuity is there, and it looks like Avery Gat, who has visited Ann Arbor 7 times this past season and last season, is a very, very good lean for Michigan. I would say, of course, Michigan State is in the recruitment. The other state is in the recruitment. Notre Dame is really those Midwest powers that are in this recruitment, but I would put Michigan in the lead firmly at this moment. And of course, having positive things to say about Sharon Moore and Grant Newsome does not hurt their chances. So Avery Gat looks like a take for the Wolverines. He also has an open invitation to a Michigan spring game. That date has not yet been determined, but I'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. In addition to Gat, Alex Graham, the Detroit native, former Cass Tech technician, defensive back, was also at the 7-on-7. He spoke about the departure of Steve Klingscale, saying that he was shocked, but he did wish Klingscale all the best and understood the situation of Steve Klingscale furthering his career, advancing his career more so than just spurning Michigan. Alex Graham, of course, one of the guys at the top of Michigan's recruiting board on the defensive side, at least before all of the defensive staff's departure. But he still holds Michigan in high regard, and is very, very interested to see who Sharon Moore replaces Steve Klingscale with. He is a 6', 185-pounder. He currently attends IMG Academy in Florida. Another 4-star recruit, rated 110th nationally, the 13th ranked corner and the 16th ranked player now in the state of Florida. He is a superb talent, and it would be a huge get for Michigan if they can reel him in the 2024 class. I believe before all of the departures, he was a heavy Michigan lean. We'll have to see where he stands now, but it sounds like Michigan is still in great standing with him. We'll keep you updated on this as well. Another player that Michigan had heavy interest in, and that interest was reciprocated, is 3-star, according to On3, Elijah Dobson. He is a defensive back who now attends Belleville in Detroit. 6'1", 170-pounder. He is 352 ranked player nationally, the 17th ranked athlete, and the 6th ranked player in the state of Michigan. Michigan was also a heavy favorite to land Dobson before the departures on the defensive side of the ball. You may remember I had Elijah Dobson live on the show, or on the channel rather. He spoke in length about how he enjoyed his time, his visits at Michigan. In fact, his plate from the barbecue at the Big House went viral. Of course, he said that there were better menu options. That's just what he enjoyed, so keep that in mind. By the way, we'll try to get Elijah back on the channel here in short time to talk about the departures and what he thinks and where Michigan stands for him right now. But as of right now, Michigan's still in the hunt. Maybe not as favored as they were before, but definitely still in the thick of things with his recruitment. Let's move on. Before we get into some actual substantive news on a Michigan potential hire on the defensive side of the ball. Let's talk about some of the rumors that are floating around. One of such rumor is Michigan head coach Jerome Moore reaching out to Brian Jean-Marie. He is the linebackers coach for Tennessee currently. You may remember in the COVID season, he was Michigan's linebacker coach. He coached Josh Ross to a team lead 53 tackles. He also coached Josh Ross that year to 8th in the Big Ten at 8.8 tackles per game. Jean-Marie is a well-sought-after coach. He has been with Tennessee the last 3 years and has done a decent job at coaching the linebackers there. But more importantly than that, he's an excellent recruiter. He helped Michigan get Junior Colston, who is also out of Tennessee. So he knows that Tennessee area. He can recruit that area. He can recruit the SEC area. So that would be a good win for Michigan if they can lure him away from Tennessee. Another coach that is hot, at least in the forums, is Corey Parker. He is the current cornerbacks coach for Toledo. He is from the Detroit area. He recruited the Detroit area very well. That would also give Michigan an in the state of Ohio, especially in defensive backs. That would be a tremendous get as well. Let me know in the comment section what you think about either one of these hires. Should Michigan go after one or both or either of these guys? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Moving on. In some late breaking news, Michigan head coach Jerome Moore has reached out to Wisconsin defensive line coach Greg Scruggs to come to Michigan to coach the same position. Greg Scruggs, of course, followed Luke Fickell from Cincinnati to Madison to coach the defensive line. This would be a huge get for the Wolverines, obviously, with the departure of Mike Elston. Greg Scruggs has proven to be a top-flight recruiter. He was a former NFL player. He played tight end for the Seattle Seahawks. In fact, he won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks. So Greg Scruggs has some chops. Also recruiting at Cincinnati and Wisconsin at a high level for those programs. He would bring a lot of charisma to the position and definitely would help in the interim in keeping some of those defensive linemen that Michigan has in the 2024 class and having that position solidified with players that are already there. So we'll keep you updated as more information becomes available on Greg Scruggs moving forward. Until next time, be sure to use my code at TriumphMobile.com/Madman. Also, download the Autograph app and use me. My code is Madman there. Until next time, I will be live later tonight, 7 p.m. As always on Monday now, 7 p.m. with the Big Mad Week with my guy Lucas as we discuss Big Ten happenings. And of course, stay angry, my friends. I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. Ratings, we're about to go.
All right, now I'ma calm down, son. I just don't get that all that Maize and that lock and all that puff. I just don't get it, son, for real.
Just calm
and how
down.
the